Nu ko, esam atpakaļ. Horizon Forbidden West. Turpināsim spēlēt galveno stāstu. Jā, tad iepriekšējā daļā mēs kaut kur apjuku. Nē, viss kārtībā. Iepriekšējā daļā mēs beidzot dabujām vienu no tiem 3 sistēmas daļām, jā, ko mums vajag, lai Gaja paliktu spēcīgāka. Beidzot dabījām cīnīties atkal ar lielo kobru, ar vēl vienu lielu robotu, kreķu šit mamutu. Visu kaut ko tādu. Un pirms dodamies iekšā piedzīvojamies, uzspied laiku un abonē kanālu.
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north.
Gotcha.
They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Aaron, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Wonder what it's like, being in space.
It sounds very lonely, if you ask me.
Tā, nu ko? Kas te notiek?
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Oh.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they...
Es tikai gribu apskatīties, vai man ir šīs detaļas. Protams, ka nav nevienas. Plovborn. Varbūt tas ir tieši šis pats? Nu jā, Plovhorn. Bet es neesmu redzējis, kur viņi ir. Negribās man ar jums visiem runāties. Ne šoreiz.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards,
Gaia?
I must discuss an
What is
important
this?
matter with you. It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them, use it to reconnect them and restore the display. So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone, or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old-world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Aletheia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Tā, nu šoreiz nebija tik gari. Man te vispār ir darba galds kaut kur.
Good to know. I'll check.
Nē, viņa tikko teica, ka ir atklājusi vēl vienu telpu.
Holograms. Gaia, what's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for Control Center operatives.
Well, it's getting some use. Looks like Erend and Katalo. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost from our database.
Oh, that's too bad.
Bet tas nav, kur mēs...
Data here. Another room. What for?
Nē, kā lai es tur tieku? Tā, nu labi.
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the sub-functions, defeat Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your
Tā.
companions thought you would...
Dosimies ārā.
Be a trek to get to the location that Gaia...
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Nes cik liela mašīna būs? Labs.
Well, that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Tā, tad paskaties, tad tomēr viņus var novākt.
Almost didn't make it.
Savāksim ātri resursus.
Oh, hello.
Ok, tātad viņš ir te. Labi. Šitas ir jāatcerās. Jau neko nevar no viņiem savākt. Šito ar piebeiguši. Labs. Vai kur viņi bija? Gribu uziet augšā apskatīties. Oh.
The snow's coming down.
Yes, man vajadzēja zaķīti. Vajag vēl pāris zaķīšus, bet... Vispār, kur mēs esam? Šeit. Kas ir tas tāds? Salt by tādu simbolu vēl nebiju redzējis. Te lejā campfires. Nu, ok, labi.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
So domāju, nevar, bet viņa runāja.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Jāiet augšā atkal. Nu?
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Tā.
Rebels, Oseram, Zenith.
Nu, ko vēl? Labi.
Stuff for the stash.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
Tā nesaprotu īsti, kas man tagad ir jādara. Oho, neredzēju.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Tā, nu, es saku, ka tas Silent šito ir sarīkojis.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Tā, es gribu nošļūt, varēs? Nē.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Ok, nu baigā bedre. Kur te viņš ir palicis? Ko baigi it kā var uzlikt te, bet... Nē, nekāda jēga.
Looks like some kind of data center. You might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Tā, bet neviena jau te nav. Kur tad ir tie, kas te atnāca? O, dati. Man liekas, man ar tiem datiem savākšana ir tīri ok, jo... Opā.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Man izskatās pēc tiem zenitiem, ja, vai kā viņi tur saucās. Gan jau no tajiem būs.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So, exploring another far zenith ruin.
Tā.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Pasies, kur tu tik nevar aiziet? Man jau ir jāizpēta. Kaut kas baigi skan.
All this stuff. I wonder what they were doing here.
Well, now
Find
I'm
anything that might tell us what the asset
Probably
is?
discovering amazing things. I don't think so.
Tā. To mēs paņēmām.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
Don't worry on me. If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Nu, pameklēsim. Gan jau ir šitiem durvīm.
How is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well,
The control console.
Gaia,
to access the storage
Zenith,
units.
The focus. Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Nu, labi. Skatāmies.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Nothing.
Neskapēc, man liekas, ka bija
136 containers in storage.
2, 3, 7. Tā arī ir. Atcerējos. Tāpēc tā meiča nevarēja atrast sliktā. Jo tikai 236 ir. Vēl viens Elizabetes klons.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye. So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to
Tā.
Val on the clone.
Nu, protams, un es nevaru vākt. Tā. Okay.
Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Whoa!
I should see if it has any weak spots.
Tātad viņam nepatīk Inde.
That thing's quick.
Okay. Čiesprūde?
Covered it in acid.
Man mūžu nospīdēs. Tā jāpapildina.
Think fast.
Normāli nospīdēja, čalis iesprūda.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Find some mustache later.
Tā, acid ir. Pā, kas tad tas bija? Advanced acid trap. O! Nu labi, tad jau jāiztērē šitais. Tā, kas man vēl? Tas ir pa lielam pilns. Ok, labi. Veiksmīgi sanāca.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Cerams, ka nebūs vēl viena, jā, pa ceļam. Kas ir tas? Tas ir nekas. Davai uziesim, apskatīsimies, kas ir augšā. Pasiet, labi, ka atnāc. Tā. Te mēs atpakaļ varam nonākt. Ok. Tur mēs netiekam. Nu, labi, dosimies. Pagaid, tur kaut kas bija? Nē. Gan jau augšā būs otrs jāpieveic.
Aloy!
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Tā. Nē, nu, šitā.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend.
Nu, ko tagad būs gan jāpacīnās, tagad neko neizdarīs.
Erend, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down
Shields
the
down.
stairs.
It's on the move.
I got
Stay
your back,
put.
Aloy.
I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there. Use acid and corrode. Let's get into this.
Beidzot atcerējos. Wow.
Give me your back.
Ai, nepaspēju.
Aloy, for you. It's done.
Laikam tā lamata ļoti labi nostrādāja.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Tur vēl tas ierocis, pareizi. Posies, ko viņš atstāja aiz sevis.
Send this to my stash.
Tātad man likam augšā, jā, ja es nemaldos. Es jau domāju, novalšos lejā.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate...
O, kā atpakaļ paskaties uzreiz, bet man ir jau... Ne, uz otru pusi. Es nesaprotu, viņš ir tā kā aktivizēts vai nē? Laikam jau jā.
We'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Aloy!
Okay.
Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So,
Aloy?
I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so... the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single... To a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Tā, nu ko? Ir lielisks brīdis, lai apstātos.
To help others. To help the planet.
Nostāsimies tā, smuki šādi. Nu, tad jau tiekamies citā reizē un neaizmirst uzspiest like. Un ja neesi abonējis kanālu, noteikti to izdari. Paldies! Un tā!